Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion, beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. I also really love spooky season, even though I'm a summer girl, but yes, it's early. I know it's very, very early to talk about spooky season, but this is consumerism today. This is capitalistic America. We start celebrating seasons way ahead of time. And so even though it is the end of July, we are going to look at our first spooky season palette, and it's actually really, really gorgeous. So if you want to see what palette I'm talking about, you already know. You saw the thumbnail. You know why you're here. If you want to see some looks with the new palette from Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny, Nightshade, keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so Nightshade, that is the theme of this palette. So smart, such a good way to dip your toes into spooky season because it's not like it's ghosts and goblins and, you know, all this obvious spooky things. So smart to do something like a deadly plant. And by the way, don't eat Nightshade. I've got a story about that as I'm doing my eyeshadow, okay? Okay, but this is the same type of skinny layout that the Spooked palette was, which was also collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmande Girls. By the way, go follow Doodles by the Bunny on Instagram. She comes up with all sorts of fun mock-ups of imaginary palettes that could exist in the world. And Christina and her are doing amazing collaborations. The Spooked palette last year was one of the best palettes of the year. Definitely one of the best spooky season palettes. And with this year though, they went with something a little bit more subtle for dipping our toes into spooky season. So here is what she looks like on the inside. I think this is such a fun color story, and honestly it is very unique and very unique to my collection. I did not own a color story just like this. And as you can see, you look at this and yeah, you can see, oh, spooky season. We've got a black in here. We've got the deep purple, some greens, you know, kind of with like the poison or like even like what you think witches and green and black and purple. So that's on, you know, the spectrum of spooky. But then we also have shades in here that you could definitely use for spring and summer still, like the bright pop of like a golden yellow and then lavender and the little bit lighter green. So you really could use this for any season, of course, but I just think it's such a fun way to say, yes, it's into July, but we are thinking spooky season, and what a creative way to start the season. Okay, so I want to show you guys this palette up close in the video and also swatches so you can see the embossings better and you can see the shifts in here because it's really hard to see in the pans, and the swatches are beautiful. That's when this really starts to come to life for me. So you guys enjoy. Back, and I've got my deadly glass of wine. I've actually never had a sip of alcohol on my channel before, but it's evening and I don't usually film an evening, and I thought, well, you know, this has skulls and like the flowers, looks all deadly plant, so I thought it was appropriate. All right, you guys, so you got to see some of those beautiful shifts in here, and you just can't really tell in the pans as much, and I'm so excited to put these on my eyes. Really excited to play with the deep shades and some of the lighter shades, and what I think I'm gonna do is my goal is to actually do 4 looks with this. I'm gonna do one on each eye, and then another day do one on each eye, and so I think tonight, since it's evening, and I'm not typically doing my makeup at night, I am going to create 2 of the deep dark looks. So I really want to go in, let's see, with Woody right here. This is a deep purple. I normally prime my eyelids, but I did not. So, okay, I already have lashes and liner on, obviously, as you guys see. Ooh, this shade is really pretty. A deep, deep, like eggplant. Ooh, okay, that is really, really pretty and fun. So yes, I've had a full day already today. This has been an extremely busy weekend. So it's Sunday evening right now, and just had a whole full day. And I was like, you know what? I really want to get this done. I did product shots with it, you know, the swatches that you guys saw. And so I thought, let's just go ahead and sit down at night and do our makeup. This is actually the shade Nightshade. So whenever I swatched this was like a bright, bright kind of purpley pink. So I'm gonna just blend that right in next to it. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the story of Nightshade. So my daughter was she was either 2 or 3, and then my boys were either 3 and probably like 5.5, or if she was 3, my sons were probably 4 and 6. And they were outside playing in the backyard, and my husband and I were in our room, and they came running in, and one of the boys is like, Avi is eating blueberries outside. And my husband and I were like, blueberries? And they said, yeah, she found it on this plant, and it's over like by the fence. It's this plant. And we were like, oh my gosh, we don't grow blueberries in our backyard. What did she eat? And we're like, come show us, come show us. So my husband runs out there, and they take him to this plant, and he brings it inside, and it's got these like berry looking things on it. And it's this green plant, kind of looks almost like a weed. And then it had like purple flowers and then these berries. Okay, by the way, let's see. I think I'm going to, those are really pretty blended in together. I think I'm gonna go in with the Deadly right here. And that is like a really deep, like greenish gray, but like more gray leaning. I'm just gonna put that right here in the crease. So anyway, we're freaking out. We're like, she's eating off this plant, you know, and I was like, are those poisonous berries? What are those? So we start looking it up, as one would, as everyone starts using Google as a resource. And parents, it's like your worst nightmare. You're looking it up, and I'm like, she ate Nightshade. She ate a Nightshade berry. And of course, everything all around it is like deadly, poison, death and destruction. And we're freaking out. So then I start looking up different, let's see, I think that is looking really, really pretty. Okay. I think I'm gonna go in now with Belladonna, this light lavender. So I start looking up nightshades that are in this region, you know, prone to like West Texas. And all in all, we concluded, well, and they kept saying, the kids too, the boys, because I think they didn't want to get in trouble. I don't know if they dared her to eat it. I don't really remember that part, but they were like, she only ate half of one, actually. It was only half. So they probably did try to get her to test it out and eat it first. But let's see, do I want to do black on? No, I think I'm going to go back in with Woody again for the lower lash line. Was that Woody? Yes, Woody. So we determined that she did eat some Nightshade berry, but it was not a poisonous one, or at least we don't think so. Looking at the different classifications and the way that they looked, apparently there's some that even certain areas like cook and use, you know, in their cooking. And then there's some that are incredibly poisonous and cause hallucinations, vomiting, you know, death. But I do think you have to ingest quite a bit. I don't think it's just half a berry. So thank goodness. But it was funny because when this was being teased, I pretty quickly knew right away, you know, because I didn't know what Nightshade really was before I had to look it up when I thought my daughter was gonna die from their berries. And so right away when Gourmande Girls was teasing this, I was like, it's Nightshade. I know Nightshade. I know it. Okay, now we are ready for one of the fun, oh, which one do I want to do? Okay, I think, oh, okay, this is so hard. This is the hardest decision. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Poisonous. This was so pretty whenever I swatched it. Oh, and like I said, I don't, okay. Wow, you guys, I don't have any kind of primer down. Nothing to really accentuate the shine in here. Whenever I swatched these, they like glided. This one has like goes like purple to maybe like gray. Is that what I'm seeing? Like a purple gray shift? Because if I turn this way, this whole half of my eye looks black, but looking straight on, it looks pretty purple. Wow. Okay. That's beautiful. That is so pretty. If you love purples, man, if you love purples, this one is, it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. All right. Oh, this is hard. So we have, let me remind myself, Dream Shade, so pretty, Hypnotic, and then Enchanter. These three. I think, okay, do I want to go in with, I think I'll save, let's see, Dream Shade. Is that this one? I just confused myself. Hypnotic there. I think I'm gonna go in Dream Shade and pop that baby. Ooh, so pretty. This is like a, I probably should have shaved that. Save that for a lid because I think we've got some pretty shift going on there. Looks like we've got like icy silver, lavender, maybe even like a hint of green or blue. This would be stunning on, let me just put like a little bit here. It would be really, really, really pretty on the lid. Oh yeah. You can definitely tell that there is a contrast between this one is definitely more icy silver, purple, whereas Poisonous right here is more like bright purple black. Oh. Gourmande Girls, Christina, you guys have outdone yourselves. I think I'm gonna love this palette. Pretty much thought I would. Okay, now we're gonna do the next eye, and I'm gonna do something really deep as well. I'm gonna stay away from the greens and the yellows, and I'm gonna do that for my other two eyes. So I'm gonna go in with Black Night. So this is the Black Matte, and Gourmande Girls has started to put a Black Matte in most of their palettes. There's one in Spoot, there was one in the C'est L'Amour palette. I actually predicted that there would be one in this. I don't remember who I was talking to, but whenever it was being teased, and I knew it was being sent to me, which I don't even think I said that, but if you're new to my channel, I've been affiliated with Gourmande Girls for quite some time now. I have like every single palette, I think except for one. And in the beginning I was buying from her, and then I became on the PR list, and so I do get them in PR. So this was sent to me, and I do have a code, by the way. It's Budget Beauty for 10% off. Okay, so anyway, I was talking to someone when this was being teased, and I was like, I know it's Nightshade, I can tell that. And I said, I predict that we're gonna have, I actually got this almost spot on. I said, I know we're gonna have purples. It may have been my friend Marty. I think it was my friend Marty. If you're watching, Marty, hi. I think I said purples, and I was like, I could see, I hope there's like gray, maybe into black. I didn't predict the yellows though. That is something I did not predict, and I think is so cool that is there. I think I may do kind of like a halo, really deep eye here. Or do I want, yeah, let's do it. And I said she's been putting blacks in her palette, so I'm almost positive there'll be a black. And I believe there was one and the Warriors were pink. Yes, there was a black. So I was right. My predictions were correct. But the yellows in here just is so cool and unexpected to me. It makes sense when you look up different nightshades and you see that yellow center. It makes sense why she did that. But I look like I have Mickey Mouse ears on my eyes right now. That's funny. Okay, so I'm actually now going to use Deadly again. I'm such a sucker for like a good gray. This is a beautiful gray. Like, I'm so happy with this gray because a lot of times they're really light and they kind of fade away or take a lot of building up. And I think they are grossly underused in gray in eye makeup. And it's beautiful because you can really like do a beautiful gradient, you know, with black and mix them and make a deeper gray. And then you could use a white to make it even lighter. I love it. 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 I'm going to leave this inner corner kind of blank right here to maybe pop like a different shimmer. And because I have these hooded eyes, I'm just going to kind of take this in, just fill in where I'm missing the black. Okay, I think for lower lash line on this one, I'm going to go in with Nightshade. And we're going to pop that in the lower lash line. Oh yeah, this one definitely looks spooky season. This one I think could just pass as like a beautiful, you know, kind of deeper purple eye. But this one screams, I think when you've got like this black and then this kind of Maleficent looking magenta, cross between a purple and magenta, then we're really getting into like spooky season territory. Stunning. Okay, I definitely want to use Night Fury up here. This is the deepest of the duo multi shimmer. Oh yeah, this is like a stormy brew. This is like, I've got a cauldron and I'm, you know, it just turned even deeper and darker and more nefarious. Oh, that's so pretty. It is like a charcoal deep with like reflex of purple. It's kind of the flip of Poisonous. So Poisonous and then Night Fury. Poisonous is more like bright purple and then it shifts into black gray. This one's more gray charcoal with like hints of purple. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. This palette is so good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Hypnotic right here, and we're gonna just kind of pop that. Oh, that is so good. That is so perfect to kind of mirror Nightshade on the bottom because this has that kind of magenta purple to it. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, and then I'm gonna use Enchanter, this lightest one, to pop the corner. Okay, this has that like kind of electric blue look. Beautiful. Okay, that is so pretty. Is this my favorite Gourmande Girls palette? Possibly. I mean, seriously, like, seriously could be. Okay, this is so good. Okay, I had to put on like more spooky appropriate lips. It just called for it. Both of these eye looks definitely called for something like that. So this was from a spooky collection. Sticks and Spells is the name from Milani. They come out with really fun lip stuff during spooky season, so they don't have this anymore, but you may be able to find it like on Amazon or something like that. But it's really fun. It's just like a purpley, bluish black lip, but I thought it looked really fun with the eye makeup. But oh my gosh, you guys, wow, this quality is so good. So good. It's like the Spooked quality if you tried out that palette. And I love both of these looks, like stunning. Okay, if this is too much for you, if you're like, too dark, too deep, whatever, I think tomorrow I'll try to do more of like the yellow greens, something like a little bit lighter to show the versatility in the palette. But if you love purples and you love like deep, dark, mysterious, beautiful duos, this baby, she is already has my heart. All right, you guys, it's time to create looks 3 and 4, switched outfits. The base makeup is the same because I like to kind of keep same base makeup when I do multiple eye looks with one palette so that it's not so distracting if my, my blush is completely different. I try to keep it all the same. So I am going to definitely play with the yellows and greens. And let's see. Okay, let's use this guy. I'm going to go in with Bittersweet. And on this eye, oh, and by the way, I don't have my lashes on yet. I will put them on after the look is done. I forgot. This is what I'm doing with this look. Okay, yes, yellow. This yellow is really pretty. It actually is almost identical to the dress that I'm wearing. There's like a hint of a green tone in it, but it's pretty bright, but it's definitely not like a yellow. It's not a school bus yellow. It's a little bit grungier, almost like, not Grey Poupon, because that's no, that's a little bit more brown to it, but I like this shade a lot. Okay, if y'all can see that, how bright that is. Really like that. And then what do I want to do here? I was trying to keep this a little bit more for every day, but I do want to deepen it up. So I think I'm going to go with Deadly, the gray that I love so much. And I'm just going to kind of smoke this out in this outer portion of it. Maybe bring this over to the crease some. Now, I know I told you guys yesterday, I was like, oh, today's going to be like lighter. And well, I'm going to try to keep this eye that. For the next eye, the green, I think I'm actually going to play with the black with it and do like a smoky green emerald little number. Let's see, I think I should have maybe, I don't know if I'm liking this that much. It has nothing to do with the shadows because they're working great. I need to see what this would be like. Maybe I need a different brush as part of the thing. I think I need to use this and kind of shade these together better. Okay, I'm liking that a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of blend these in. I was kind of wondering if I blended this yellow in with the gray, if you would get almost like a real grungy yellow vibe. I think I do need to add some more yellow a little bit higher. Okay, I am gonna keep this eye pretty simple, so I don't mind that. Next, I think what I will do for lower lash line, I am going to go in with Woody and just kind of bring in some purple, but this deep purple to the look. I really like this as a lower lash line shade. It's so pretty. So pretty. This purple is so deep. I love it. I really, 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 really love this purple. Okay, what I ended up doing is I used that Woody and drug it out kind of with the wing. I really, really like that. Okay, now I'm so excited to use Flowering, the bright yellow. This is electric. Yeah, that's electric. Holy moly. Okay, this is why it's so fun to finally put these on your eyes, because even in the swatch, I could not tell how shifty green yellow this is. Like, oh wow, that is stunning. That is a stunning, y'all see that shift? Oh, okay, that's so pretty. I love how I said I was gonna do like a light look, and then I'm over here like total smoked and grunged out. That is so fun. Okay, Flowering is outstanding. They are blowing me away with this palette. Okay, so then for inner corner, since that has that green, what do I want to do? I think I want to do the Dream shade. Just do this real sparkly number here, right in the inner corner. Okay, that's pretty. That is pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Stunning, stunning. I can't wait to put my lashes on with that. That's beautiful. Ooh, I wasn't really sure as I was creating that look. I was like, oh, am I messing this one up? I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but love it. Like maybe the favorite out of the bunch. I'm not sure yet. Until I have my lashes on, it's really hard to tell for me. Okay, now I'm trying to get a brush that is clean enough. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Henbane. I think that's what that says. And this is the green. And ooh, this is a bright green. Very, very, very pretty. Very punchy, bright. Kind of do similar to what I did on this eye last night. Like that, very, very bright. And this color story is so fun. I really, really love it. Like I said, it's so unique. I don't have another one in my collection like this. The yellow absolutely surprised me, and holy moly, now that I know that this shade is so shifty like that, made it even better. The only thing, but I don't even know what shade I would switch out, is I kind of wish there was like a deep murky, maybe dark green, like even like a I don't know, like a green brown, like a grungy green, like something to deepen up this green, because it is so bright. But I guess that's what the black is for, possibly. Okay, I'm going to, speaking of, you know what? I'm gonna just, let's play, we're playing. I'm gonna take Black Night. I'm just gonna kind of see. Gosh, this black is so pigmented. Okay, that's what it's for. Never mind, Christina, you knew what you were doing. If you mix in the black and blend it into this green, you're going to get a deep green. And that's why having a black matte in a palette is such a good idea, because you can deepen up any shade. That's pretty. Okay, for lower lash line, I do want to keep this smoky and deep, so I'm going to go in with the Deadly, the gray, and put that on the lower lash. The only thing really bad about me already having like my wings on and liner on, which I didn't even say that, by the way, again, this is a day where I'm filming in the night, early evening, and already had to go about part of my day. So I just had basic makeup on, no lash. And I think it would be really, really fun to play with like a green liner, like one of my multi-chrome green liners would have been really pretty in the lower lash with this look. I may see here in a second off camera if I can just pop that in over the liner I already have and see if it'll show up, because I just think it would be so fun. And I'm just taking the same like skinny pencil brush to exaggerate like I did on this side, kind of mimic a wing. Okay, now super excited to try Hellebore. I think this is gonna shift like, well, let's see. Oh, beautiful green. Stunning. Does it do, yeah, it does that kind of the same, similar to Poisonous, where Poisonous went like purple to like that deep kind of charcoal shift. This does the same thing, but with the green. Oh, they just knocked it out of the park with this palette. Like, it's just so freaking good. Okay, and then I thought it'd be really fun to do flowering in the inner corner, especially now that I know that this has a little bit of that shift of the green. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All the yes. This is so cool because you get the green with like almost like a mustard yellow in a sparkle. Put just a tiny bit up here. Ooh, if you kind of mix it into that Hellebore, it makes that like this bright, like almost like a neon green. Oh my gosh. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, let me put on my lashes and a different lip and come back and show you this a little bit more close up. I didn't think it could get better from last night, but it's just so good. Okay, the lashes are on. The lip, I think, goes so well with this look, you guys. I'm in love. I'm in love. This palette seriously has shot to the tops for me. This may be this year my it could be first, it could be second, or it could be third, but I think it's in the top 3. It is that good, you guys. Like, I'm blown away. I'm blown away by the special shades in here and the color story and how it all goes together so beautifully. Like, I haven't been this excited about a palette in a while. I used every single shade in here, some of them multiple times. I can't even pick a favorite. Like, flowering just knocked my socks off. This one right here with this shift, but then these, this, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I hate to be hyperbolic here, but I'm really excited about this palette. I think Christina Doodles by the Bunny, I think it surpasses Spooked. I really, really do, because I think color story wise, I love Spooked. And it's a beautiful palette, and you can do half kind of like fall looking and half like spooky season colors. But I just feel like with this one, every shade can go together so beautifully, and it's outstanding. A 10 out of 10. Recommend this palette, you guys. It launches on the 27th, Thursday, 8 p.m. I think Central. I'm not sure on pricing. My guess is it's going to be 50 something. I haven't seen that yet, but again, I have my code Budget Beauty to get 10% off. And you guys, if you love purples, if you even love greens, this is so good. This is so good. You guys will have to let me know what your favorite look is, because now, I thought last night, I was like, I'm not going to like the greens and yellow as much, but man, this is outstanding. Outstanding. That's it, you guys. Thank you for sticking through 4 looks with me. Let's get ready for some spookiness, Summerween, as Christina was calling it, from Gourmande Girls. So cute. Let's get ready for some Summerween. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.